headline to start this opinion. I should be on the competition committee in the National Football League. Give me a chair. Give me a chair.
I believe that you believe that.
Problem is, I wouldn't be in this chair. I'd be in these meetings in Indianapolis. I'd be in Indianapolis.
We'd have to do the show.
So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. In retirement, I have no idea. But I could Zoom. I'll Zoom. Who's Zooming? Me. I'm on the square. Because they need to hear from me. They need to hear. They need to hear. Why would you say that? Because they're meeting in Indianapolis, and they're coming up with ideas that they'll then, ruminate on and either agree to, as a committee, forward to the membership, which is what we call the owners in the NFL, for their meeting in March. And then they vote, and then there's a rule change. Or not. Judy Battista, my colleague from the NFL Media Group, all over this on Twitter yesterday. She said that the competition committee wrapped up the first day of meetings at the Combine. One team has proposed making roughing the passer reviewable by replay. Committee will discuss tomorrow, that's today. Early indication is little appetite in the room for making it reviewable. Now then, I totally understand why there's little appetite for making it reviewable. Because if you make it reviewable, meaning challenge flag comes out from coach, do you then allow the coach to challenge when one is not called? I thought that was helmet to helmet. I thought that was a rough. Here we go. Out comes the challenge flag. And now suddenly it's just like the pass interference review because it's open to interpretation. Okay? Open to interpretation. So I've said I don't want to make it reviewable by the coach. The sky judge, the replay assist, video assist, whatever you want to call it. You take a look at it when one is called. When a flag is thrown for roughing the passer, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it in between snaps. Let's go. Flag comes out. They all huddle up and have a discussion. The discussion is really, let's wait for replay assist to chime in. Was this really a rough? Come up with what a rough is. I think you can pretty much see it in the same way what a catch is, but you can codify it. You can codify it. And let's go. And pick the flag up. There is no penalty for roughing the passer. Play on. That's what I want. Because what we saw last year was off the charts in terms of being, what's the word for it? Really wrong. Now then. Judy Battista then tweets out exactly why I should be in the room. Committee looked at 80 plays of roughing the passer and found only 3 questionable. 3. Come on. 3? Now, here's why it can be codified. The big conversation is a sling versus a slam. A slam is problematic when the defender picks up the quarterback in the air and slams him on the ground. Slinging is more considered the natural progression. Like, say, the roughing the passer penalty in SoFi. Remember in SoFi? Who was it? Phillips of Miami, who slung Justin Herbert down to the ground. Miami versus Los Angeles. Roughing penalty comes out. Right. And the whole country's like, what the hell was that?
You just threw him down.
Now, is that one of the 3? I don't know. I'd love to know what the 3 are.
I was going to say, are we going to find that out?
Well, one of them's got to be Chris Jones.
I mean, it better
pulling
be.
Pulling the ball out
better
from
be.
Derek Carr with one of the most incredibly athletic plays. And thus, if his body weight came down on him, it's because one of his arms that would prevent him from having the body weight placed on him
had the football.
And the other one actually was him putting his hand on the ground. And if you use replay assist to see it, you're picking a flag up.
Right.
Is that 2? Is that 2 of the 3? Really? They look at 80 plays and say last year only 3 are questionable. Please put me in the room. Please.
I mean, but that's brought to you by officiating's never been better. Like, of course, they're only going to say 3 out of 80.
No, but this is in a room. This is where coaches get together, and whoever's on the competition committee, I don't know because I don't look because it just pisses me off that I'm not in there. But these are all well-intentioned, die-hard, dyed-in-the-wool football individuals who have been around the sport forever. Okay. But they look at it and say only 3 last year?
Do you want to know? I can tell you who's on it.
Sure, go ahead.
Rich McKay is the president.
Yes, I know that. John Mara, right?
Katie Blackburn, yep. John Mara, Chris Greer, Dolphins GM, Stephen Jones, Ozzie Newsome, Frank Reich, Ron Rivera, Mike Tomlin, Mike Vrabel.
And Rich Eisen. Can you imagine me in that room? No. Hey, everybody. Let me just say.
Well, you trying to take over.
How many? Like one angry man, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In the jury room.
Hey, but hold on a second.
Like really, we're saying 3 out of 80. Do you want to hear what I hear from the fan base? Because I'm willing to give it to you. Because the fan base thinks we all in this room have no clue what's going on. So, just because I'm not so hard-hearted. It's not all about dollars and cents, by the way. That's a Louis B. Waltz line from The Godfather. Just because it's not all negative. Judy tweeted this one out, that the quarterback push sneak at length, Troy Vincent said the committee discussed it. They'll review the topic next month at their meeting. Again, some argued it should be allowed and anticipate more offensive plays springing from it. I like it.
Yeah, you get a fumblerooski out of a setup
I don't
like
know.
that. It'd be cool.
Or it's just like a fake, and then all of a sudden
That's
you can
what I mean.
flip it.
Yeah. Well, pitch backwards. Guy leaks out. Touchdown.
Because some teams can't do it. The
A
Eagles,
lot of teams can't do it.
The Eagles can do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're the best at it right now.
I kind of like that. I don't mind the rugby scrum push.
I don't either. Stop it.
Right?
Stop it.
Don't you think? Let's go. And everybody puts everything in, and then all of a sudden you're running like somebody's pushing, then all of a sudden you hand it back like a Statue of Liberty,
and then
boom, out goes somebody out the gate.
AJ Brown.
See ya. Or you go in there and then you go back and you throw it in the air.
Like a Tebow fake jump.
I like it.
Pass.
I like it.
So we're going to bring rugby into football now, though? Why not?
We already have.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. I like it. See?
I don't hate it.
I don't. It's not me just coming in the room, guys and ladies, and saying, you don't know what you're talking about. I do. Who do you think you are? I am. Somebody needs to go into the competition committee and pull a full Pete Weber without the Triple H,
Yeah, in front of Mike Vrabel and Mike Tomlin, just like, hey.
What if Tomlin's the one going and saying it, though?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Thank you. You need me in that room. You want me in that room. They don't know that. You need me in that room. They clearly don't. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.